Please subscribe to my channel to help me grow. The sound of her laughter sliced through the dimly lit kitchen, and for a moment, I froze, the knife I was holding trembling in my hand. I regret marrying you, she said, her voice light, teasing, but something in her eyes flickered, a shadow I didn't immediately recognize. I felt a cold knot tighten in my stomach. I suppose, I murmured, letting the words linger like a blade between us. So do I. Her smile faltered, the playful ease vanishing as though someone had yanked the rug from beneath her feet. I hadn't meant to hurt her. I had meant to test her. And suddenly, the laughter was gone, replaced by the quiet hum of the refrigerator and the soft ticking of the wall clock. I noticed the faint scent of her perfume lingering in the air, too sweet, too familiar, and yet something off, like it had been there for someone else. I watched her, really watched her, as she stirred her tea, pretending nothing had happened. But the tremor in her hands betrayed her calm. My mind raced, filling with fragmented memories. The late-night phone calls she said were from work, the sudden trips she claimed were for errands, the faint lipstick on her collar that I'd convinced myself was nothing. I remember the night I followed her. My chest had tightened with each step, each turn down shadowed streets. I told myself I was being paranoid. Trust her, I whispered to the empty apartment. But the text messages I'd glimpsed on her screen, vague and hurried, didn't match the words she'd spoken to me. Names I didn't recognize, laughter I couldn't place, meetings I wasn't invited to, it all blurred into a suffocating haze of betrayal. Now, in our kitchen, I felt the tension thicken like fog. Her gaze finally lifted to meet mine. "What's wrong?" she asked, though I could hear the defensiveness hiding beneath the words. "You tell me," I said, my voice low. "You're acting like you've been living a life I don't know about." She froze, her lips pressing together as if trying to hold back a confession, a truth too large for words. I could almost hear the careful editing of her soul, the rapid calculus of guilt versus survival. And then, the betrayal revealed itself, not in a dramatic confession, but in a slip, a hesitation, a flicker of eyes avoiding mine. "It's complicated," she said finally, voice brittle. "Complicated." I repeated, anger prickling along my spine. "You call cheating complicated?" The silence that followed was deafening. The steam rising from her cup seemed suddenly oppressive, the tick of the clock relentless, mocking. I saw her shrink, small and fragile, in the weight of her own decisions. And in that moment, I realized something. This was not just anger, not just heartbreak, but a profound fracture in the life we had built together. One lie, one hidden choice, could erode everything. She dropped her eyes to the table, and I saw the truth in the way her fingers trembled. I didn't mean for it to happen," she whispered, almost inaudible. It just did." I wanted to shout, to demand every detail, to unravel the web of betrayal completely. But I couldn't. My own guilt, my own complicity in ignoring the signs, weighed on me. So I did the only thing left that felt like control. I walked to the door. "You know," I said, voice steadier than I felt, "we both made mistakes. I should have seen the signs. And maybe we're both too far gone to fix this." Her head lifted, hope flickering, desperate. But I didn't turn back. I could still hear her inhale sharply, the taste of regret thick in the air. And when I stepped into the night, the city lights blurred around me, I knew one truth. Some smiles fade not because they're forgotten, but because they're betrayed.